A warm welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo, and I am grateful to have you here today, beautiful souls. The card decks that I use are listed in the description box below, and thank you for all of the subscriptions, the likes, the shares, the comments. They mean the world to me. We are going to be channeling the angel message, what the angels desire and intend for you to know, beautiful souls. Okay, those two right away. Okay. The Five of Gabriel, a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So Archangel Gabriel is saying that you are able to do this. She is assisting you to tune in with your intuition, as well as tune in with the messages from heaven, to take a moment and to pause, because you are capable of doing this. This is the Five of Wands within the Tarot, and the Five of Wands represents conflicts and challenges, often conflicting energies. It can represent debate. It can also represent an exchange of different ideas. So you may be exchanging different ideas with somebody, or you may need time to process information or to allow that information to integrate. So that's why it says to withdraw from the drama of others, because that drama will distract you from that information being assimilated, and also from the truth. So the angels are saying, have patience at this time. But sometimes conflict and challenge can be good. Okay, like square, that's the square energy within astrology. Squares can be challenging, and they represent challenges. However, squares also can sharpen your energy, and they assist you to grow, because they present lessons that can be learned. So expansion instead of stagnation. So you are expanding, is what the angels are saying. Two of Michael, this is the Two of Swords. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. So the angels are saying that there is an important decision to be made, and this decision is, I feel, weighing heavily on your spirit. She seems like she is in deep contemplation. This is something that you have been thinking about for a little bit of time here, and the angels are saying, put it temporarily down for a moment. Within the Adventure Tarot, the depicted imagery is of a woman going snorkeling. So she's putting down or setting aside the decision that has to be made by doing something fun first, taking her mind off of, and I feel that's why it says remove yourself from the drama of others, taking herself out of the equation for a little while, so that she's able to then have peace and fun light up her life, peace be restored to the mind by doing something fun, saying I can always come back to it in just a moment. It's not that you're going to avoid it, because the Two of Swords means that, yes, you do need to make a decision, because by not making a decision, then that decision continues to cause conflict, and it can cause chaos down the line. So the angels are saying, yes, it is important to make a decision. However, you can take time away from that for a moment to raise the vibrational energy, because I feel like there was a lot of lower vibrational energy, and that lower vibrational energy is preventing you from making the best decision possible. So by doing something that you really resonate with for a moment, and it is okay to do so, remember, it is always okay to pause, to rest, to put yourself in a better space. This is prioritizing your energy first, and then that way when you come back, you will be attuned with the truth, the message from heaven, the message from your higher self, beautiful soul. And then you will be able to make a decision. And you will be able to see how, find a compromise, how you will be able to address the concerns of others while still maintaining your own integrity. Change your life, Archangel Chamuel. So Archangel Chamuel deals with relationships and connections with others. Archangel Chamuel can also assist you in finding that which you need to find, including lost items. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. This is the tarot, the Tower card within the tarot. And Archangel Chamuel is saying, you know, if the decision that you make, you know, turns things topsy-turvy, or if it seems at first like that decision might cause some chaos, because the Tower card is all about things crumbling, things coming down, and sudden changes. But these changes are very life-changing, and oftentimes it can be painful. That's why the tarot, the Tower card often depicts people falling out of the tower. And it feels like you've hit ground zero and you have to pick yourself back up again. However, the angels are saying, by making that decision, even if, you know, even if others may, how should I put this, be against this, or even if you're afraid, okay, that it's going to cause some type of collapse, or if you're afraid that people won't like it, and you're afraid that they're no longer going to wish to associate with you, whatever, remember that, and it says that by making a decision you break free of the procrastination, but also when you say no, or when you are your authentic self, and especially if you're coming from the most high vibrational energy. Now, I'm not saying to choose things that are just deliberately going to cause a lot of chaos for other people or even for yourself. But what I'm saying here is if you're holding back, because kind of like a people-pleasing energy or yes man energy is what I'm picking up, or you were hesitant to express how you really feel because you were afraid it's going to cause some type of social structure collapse, or those that are around you just, they're not going to like it, or, you know, it's a different type of viewpoint, but you know in your heart space that it's the right thing to do. You feel called to say it. You feel called to make that decision. The angels are saying do so, and that whatever, you know, if they choose to leave, then, you know, that door is closing. So that's why a sudden revelation that offers freedom. And I feel that whatever decision you make, it is going to offer you freedom. And yes, it may collapse something that you were once holding on to, whatever that may be. But the angels are saying this sudden epiphany, this collapse, if anyone does decide to leave, or if someone doesn't agree with your stance or your decision, that is for the best. Because that energy was just draining you anyway, or that would not resonate with where you are headed, because you are headed in the direction of higher vibrational energy. And the angels are saying, you know, before you make a decision, to remember to pray and to ground yourself, to make a decision that is heart-centered and truthful, and takes into consideration your authenticity, as well as take into decision others around you, because it's not just about us and it's not just about them. We coexist, and that's why it says find a compromise too. To me, it's not compromise there. It's not about sacrificing self. It's about honoring self and trying to see how we can honor, you know, the respect and boundaries of others, right? Because we realize that we cohabitate this planet. this realm, this planet. And that there's room for all of us. But at the same time that we don't need to cater or pander to the will of others. It is okay to assist others, to guide others, and, to show them the light, and to, give to others. But we have to remember sometimes, we don't always want to be in that energy. Sometimes we need to be in the energy of receptivity, receiving. Okay, it's your turn to receive. Beautiful soul. That's another message here, because you have been giving a lot of input. Okay, I feel there's a sense of leadership energy, and you may be communicating to someone or to others that, they need to step up to the plate too and do their fair share. They may not like that. You may have thought some of these individuals were loyal to your cause. That they were loyal to your cause, or that they would have your back, and the angels are saying you may find out that they really don't. So that is okay, because when one door closes, another door opens. When you empty your cup, you're able to fill your cup back up with better things. Wherever there is, sometimes if there is, the loss of something, the destruction of something, or if you feel lost, you're being redirected onto a better path, into the right way. I do feel, though, that there will be those that do hearken to what you have to say. So maybe people that you did not once expect will actually have your back. Or maybe there was someone in the background and they were really inspired by your decision, or and you showed them how to stand their ground, how to be more assertive. Yes, this is all about assertion too. Not arrogance, not being humble, assertive, the middle path. Not lowering your standards, not acting like you're better than others. The middle path, assertion, taking into consideration your needs and others. And I feel you are an inspiration to someone else, and that's why Archangel Chamuel. So Archangel Chamuel is saying, because that's why I'm really saying with people too, because Archangel Chamuel deals with connections and relationships. So you may have found that some relationship leave, new ones are incoming, and Archangel Chamuel is saying, indeed, new ones are incoming. So that's why the next card within the tarot is the Star. When things collapse and fall apart, remember that it's about remembering who you are and remembering your dreams, your wishes, that yes, they are still valid. Yes, they are coming to pass. Thank you, angels. Okay, let's continue. These three. Oh, play. Yes, thank you, angels. And we see that, she's, I feel like she's enjoying this puzzle. At the same time, it presents, again, it's sharpening her mind. Okay? So something she enjoys, and that's what I was saying, to take time to enjoy yourself, because then you will better be able to make that decision, and you'll raise the vibrations, and that'll give you confidence as well to stand your ground and make the decision that is best for yourself as well as for others. I am completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. This may also mean as well that you are considering leaving. Okay, that could be what we have here. And maybe the boss or coworkers, someone doesn't wish for you to leave. I feel that could go two ways. I feel for some it could be the boss or the coworkers, they really respect you. They know how well you work. I feel for others it was because they just want to keep you there. Okay, they see how well you work and they want to drain you. So for some, I feel they may be genuine about it. For others, I feel it's more about using you. So I feel for some of you with this play energy, so kind of like two messages there. One is about shifting the energy, doing something fun. Two, this could be about leaving a certain career workspace because you just know that it's not for you. And that could be what the challenge is. And you know you have to make that decision. Nurture. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to be myself. I deserve days to myself and to be yourself, of course. Days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. So again, taking some space so you can make that decision, because maybe the angels are saying take a day off. Maybe it's time to take a day off so that you can feel free. Or maybe that's the important decision. Maybe you've just been working and working and working. You haven't really had a break. Maybe someone wants you to work overtime. You're considering that, but at the same time, you're like, oh, I don't really want to. Or someone asked you to do something extra, okay, on top of what you were already doing. And it's not really something that you must do. It's just extra. It's not required, okay? But yet you've been asked to do it. You've been contemplating whether or not you desire to, but the truth is the angels are saying, take a break, okay? Again, others, sometimes, and I'm not saying that we can't assist others or do those things, but right now, that's not the energy I'm feeling. Again, I feel it's the opposite. There's a time to give and a time to rest and a time to focus on you, a time to give and a time to receive, a time to do, a time to rest. Now is the time to rest so that you're able to make the best possible decision. Now is the time to be with self and to honor yourself. And then when you come back, you'll make a better decision. And if someone does need your help, maybe the compromise that you can find, or the compromise that you will be able to express is that, okay, well, I could assist you, but I'm not going to do this all by myself. Like, you are going to have to do your part, or you could do this part that I feel uncomfortable with, or I don't wish to participate fully, or, I'll be able to assist you, but you must do certain things as well. And then that way it feels more fair. And of course, the angels are asking you to assess whether or not someone actually needs your help. And I emphasized actually because, sometimes, there's reasonable requests in my mind. This is what I've learned on my journey. And yes, this comes from actual experience with me of people using me. And I've seen people use my sister. So we've both learned along this journey and still learning how to stand our ground, express our boundaries, honor others, and honor self. Because, even I speak from experience. I once used to be in that type of energy of, overextending myself when others were fully capable to do certain things. So follow my joy. Today I will write down 10 things I enjoy doing, things that make me feel good and raise my mood. Then I'll pick one, or as many as I feel guided to, and go and do it. When I am having fun and enjoying life, I am in a state of allowing for all that I desire. So the angels are saying, follow the yellow brick road, follow the path of your dreams, because you are manifesting those dreams. And, this, whatever it is, that this epiphany, this change, whatever happens as a result of your decision and you tuning in with yourself and honoring self, you expressing your boundaries, know that it's going to resolve the conflict, and you just keep whistling. That's what the angels are saying. You just keep moving along and whistling. Again, I do feel there's the energy of someone that may not like this, but They just don't like it because you're standing in your power. Okay? And there's really nothing they can do. But I feel like there are others that will resonate. And I really feel like you're just going to feel really sunny about this. The angels are saying, you know, take some time to nurture yourself, to have fun. And, you know, you're raising your vibration. Remember, the rainbow is the promise, God's promise to you, that all will be well, and that you will be successful, and that, yes, there is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I do feel you kind of have a lucky little leprechaun type of energy with you, beautiful soul. I feel like, you know, there are nature spirits that resonate with you. If you resonate with that, as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. But I do feel that there are nature spirits that really like you. And they wish for you to have the best because they know that you have the best intentions here on Gaia. So there's also this message too of connecting with nature, going out in nature. Nature calms you down, and nature calms down the nervous system. Because I do feel like there's kind of like a jittery, nervous, almost overstimulated type of energy, or, you know, this kind of energy where you just feel like you can't relax a little bit. So the angels are saying take time to tune in and calm down. Okay, I'm going to take one more because that was coming out. Inspiration board. If I am ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. So the angels are saying, again, place your focus on your dream life and that which you really do desire to manifest. And you can do it. And you are loved. You are always loved. You are loved by your spiritual team, by God, by Goddess, the universe, source energy. Love is your inherent state and your birthright. And once you just embrace that, beautiful soul, you will attract more loving energies. Ooh, okay, I may have to cover that up a little bit. Hold up here a moment. It's just buttocks, okay, from the back, but you never know if YouTube will get picky. I think personally that that's ridiculous, but yeah, just never know. Nostalgic release, healing the past, relationships, sensory memories. I might be able to use my emerald instead. I feel like that one's kind of overwhelming. Yes. All right. So the emerald as well. You may actually be drawn to emeralds. Perhaps the emerald is your birthstone. You may be a Taurus. You may love Ireland or be connected to Ireland in some way or have had past lives in Ireland. I'm hearing Emerald Isle. The emerald is all about abundant energy and connecting with that wealth energy that you are meant for, beautiful soul. And also heart healing, opening the heart space up to new opportunities. Yeah, this decision is going to really open up your heart space. You're going to feel good as a result of it. Because I did say that. I felt like you were, it's almost like whistling on your way. And it says relationships. Yes, so what I said there with Archangel Shamuel. You know, some relationships may end. There are new ones incoming. Nostalgic release. So nostalgia is all about the energy of, it's like that wholesome, tender energy that you wish to reclaim from the past. Or something that you're experiencing gives you that feeling of a good feeling from the past. So the angels are saying, yes, there may be tender memories there. This could have been someone, again, that you thought, was a real friend. You might have had good memories with them. And, I don't know if this is all the way would be a completely negative fallout or loss, the angels are saying, but it's kind of like they may not resonate with what you're doing. They just don't resonate with what you say, but you have to walk away regardless, or they're going to walk away, and the angels are saying you just keep whistling on your way because that time has ended. This could also be a Six of Cups type energy, reunion energy, again, with someone you did not expect or someone you haven't seen in a long time, but this is the individual that will benefit being present in your life at this time, beautiful soul. This could also be a reminder that it is okay to think back, healing the past. It is okay to think back on wonderful things. Anything that felt wonderful to you, you can bring. You may not be able to, and I'm not saying that, if someone, I'm not saying time travel isn't possible or whatever, but for the purpose of this message, going back to the past, and you're thinking about that in your mind, and you may not physically be able to go back there, but the angels are saying you can have wonderful experiences like that again. And these will be even more beautiful. Like, God is always looking to surprise us in the best possible way, and always looking to outdo what was previously done. Like, if you thought there's no more wonder, there's no more joy for me, oh no, God is saying there's always a surprise. There's always good, loving energy that is incoming. You will be amazed at how good you will actually feel. And, when this leaves or this collapse happens, again, I feel you're going to be, you're going to be at peace with that. You're going to realize, wow, now I'm actually free. I'm free from that. Or if you're actually changing jobs, you've been on the fence for a while, or if you've thought about changing jobs or changing your career, something you would desire to go for something more heart-centered, you're going to realize that that was the right decision in the end. Okay, the angels are saying take another. Oh, thank you, angels. Visitation, loved ones, benevolent guides, revelations. So again, I feel someone is coming to visit you, beautiful soul. Now, this could be someone physically coming to visit you, could be someone from the past, someone you haven't seen in a long time, someone who is a benevolent guide. They're going to guide you, or someone you may actually be able to communicate with, and they will assist you to tune in with yourself and guide you to make the best possible decision. This could also be a visitation in the form of you have a visitation from one of your spiritual team. Or again, when I was saying about nature spirits, you may actually physically perceive them. You may have a visitation from an angel, from one of your guardian angels. You may feel their presence in some type of clairsensory way, because it says sensory memories too. So you may be able to become aware of their presence through through your clair senses. And this is someone that really loves you, okay, because it says loved ones. You may also be having a visitation from a loved one that has passed on, an ancestor, or someone that you really love that passed on. that watches over you and protects you and is sending you loving energy. And for the final card, believing is seeing. Imagination, beyond the veil, inner child. And that is beautiful that that's above follow my joy, because this is about, again, tuning in with yourself, your inner self. And the inner child desires to be set free and to play. I feel the energy before was a lot of work with very little play. Whatever that you were engaged in, I felt didn't really give you a whole lot of space to be yourself. And that's why she's nude there within the forest. And you know, she's made her way through the forest, and now there's like a portal there, and she's headed through that portal. She's almost out of the forest, but the forest is so very beautiful and welcomes her. The forest has helped her to shed that layer that held her back. So the nude energy is all about release and being free. The unicorn. You may see unicorns in your digital physical reality. You may be tuning in. You may physically perceive a unicorn. If you believe that you have unicorn guides, the unicorn is your totem right now, beautiful soul. The unicorn is all about that inner child energy, magic, wholesome energy, pure energy, purity in the sense that this is an authentic connection to source and divine magic and imagination. And as Albert Einstein said, imagination is even more important than the acquisition of knowledge. And knowledge is important too. But imagination puts you in the realm of your dream life and your desires. So that, again, there's a time and a place for knowledge. There's a time and a place for imagination. And this is also a message too, to be discerning about knowledge received, because sometimes we learn things and it may not be true. Or sometimes you are called to learn something even if you don't wish to hear it, because it is true. And it may be challenging, but you are being guided. That's why it says Revelation 2 here. I do feel you're going to have an epiphany, or you're going to receive some type of divine communication from your spiritual team or a loved one. And that information may be challenging for you at first. You just need time to process and to assimilate that information, because that information is taking you beyond the veil. You may have needed to see something within this matrix world, because there is a lot of deception in this matrix world. Society will tell you that certain things are true and they are not. Okay, so that is, I'm seeing you take like an elevator up, like out of the matrix. So thank you for being here. I love you, and the angels love you, and we both love you and cherish you. And until next time, beautiful souls, bless.